Who am I to God? But even the hairs of your head are all numbered. Matthew chapter 10, verse 30. Why, even the hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear not, you are of more value than many sparrows. Luke chapter 12, verse 7. Who am I to God? Do I have value in the presence of the eternal hosts? Am I, as a person, valuable to the one who created all things? What does God think about me specifically as a person? Does God know my personality? Why does God care about me? The truth is, the answer can be summed up in just one simple statement. God cares. His care goes way past our human understanding and into the realm of life before and after death. Life is a myriad of experiences, of emotion and understanding. But the importance of knowing how much God cares goes past our birth, life, and our death. To dive into understanding how much God cares for each of us as individuals, we can look in many aspects of our daily life and search God's own writings through others He chose to allow us to glimpse into the great beyond. We have to start somewhere, and the simple truth is we can start the very first day we began to breathe in this world and work our way beyond that. Every human being has to breathe in order to function and survive. Our very breath is only possible by the supernatural access to God's breath of life. Every human on this earth, no matter how good or how evil, is alive via the very first supernatural shift on this planet. We are all alive from one celestial divine breath given to the very first man and passed to every man, woman, and child that will live in this world. And a mist was going up from the land, and was watering the whole face of the ground. Then the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And the man became a living creature. Genesis chapter 2, verses 6 through 7. That very first breath that God gave man at the beginning of our world is the same breath that gives you life today. That exact breath courses through your body right now. It's easy to read about history and see it as a distant planet with alien actors that we are disconnected from. But the truth is, we are very connected to that moment life began. God can take life and give life from that very first breath. Whether you're an atheist or a Catholic priest, the life inside you originated from that day. It hasn't changed in the slightest. It was one breath of life that is carried to every human being throughout history. God cares because He first gave us life, the breath of life. Man had a beginning, but God never began. He has always been and always will be. In His infinite power, He gave us life, though it later became temporary by man's own will. It was the beginning of caring. Just as a potter forms clay into a shape of purpose, so we were formed in His hands, and because we breathe His breath, we have purpose. No matter how worthless we can feel, just in the simple truth we can know we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139, verse 14. So, even when we aren't paying attention, we are breathing because He cares.